We're back on the air from NCQMA in Salisbury, North Carolina. This is Mike Pettaway with you, bringing you the action with Sam Hatfield and Ryan Repko. We're going to take a few minutes here and do a little recap of the first half of today's action. Today is a what they call a fun race, no points involved. It's just for some of the families that did not travel up to the USAC national event in Kalamazoo, Michigan. They gave those families a chance to come down to the track today and actually race competitively against other drivers that were not that did not make the trip to Kalamazoo. We've got about 22 or so cars, 24 cars, and the first session this morning we had a total of 6 races, and Connor Yunchuk actually won the senior animal race to kick off the senior animal race, and also in the first race he also won the senior Honda, which was the first race of the day. So Connor has won 2 for 2 on his races here in the fun race activity at NCQMA. Another winner in the red rookie was Lacey Houghton. Was able to avoid a 3-car wreck with less than 5 laps to go, and Lacey came across the stripe with the win in the 6-car field. In the junior Honda, it was Tyler Conover who had given Braden Allen quite a fight for the lead position. Brady actually led the first 20 laps or so, and
118
with Tyler Conover right on his bumper, and as Tyler said in the post-race interview, he raced him clean, raced Brady clean, did not have any excessive contact. He said, "I don't want to wreck anybody to win," which is very a very good sportsmanship, because he was on his bumper for quite a few laps, and he would back off in the corners. And finally, Brady got a little bit out of his groove coming out of turn 3, and that opened a hole for Tyler, and he dove in, and very wisely Brady did not turn back down. A lot of times the driver on the outside will not be aware of what's coming under him, and he'll turn back down, and in that particular part of the track, if you do that, then both cars end up going straight into the retaining wall here on the in turn 4. So a great bit of driving by Braden Allen, and also Tyler Conover, and Brady after the race admitted that he kind of got out of shape a little bit and opened up the door for Tyler. He made a little bit of a mistake, but Brady's a good driver. He's driving a different car this year, a car owned by Chip Oplinger, and they've got it set up really good for Brady's liking, and he's been very competitive. And another race today, there was Mr. Ryan Repko in the Light World Formula. Won his race over Hunter Hutchins. Ryan Repko, as we've talked about many times, very successful driver here at the NCQMA. He's also on the beginning stages of a he's raced at South Boston. He's raced at Motor Mile, and I think he's actually practiced out at Hickory Motor Speedway. So Ryan Repko is a name that I think will be around racing for a long time. He's a great young man, a lot of talent, and this will be his last year competing in a quarter midget. And in the other race, we had a Blue Rookie 2-car event, and we had Katie Yunchuk and Dylan Thomas on the track. And Katie, there was an issue with her car, how it was set up, and she was having trouble keeping it straight coming out of turn 4. And finally, they on the restart, I think her and Dylan got together in turn 2 and actually went head on into the wall. So they've got they're going to repair both those cars. They've called the cars to the hot chute to get the second half of this event underway. As we said, not a huge crowd of drivers on hand, but the ones that are here are just very, they're talented, good drivers, and they're just having a blast. And being a fun day, everybody is having fun. It is a little bit warm. I think the temperature is climbing as we speak. It's probably in the high 80s, I suppose, mid 80s, high 80s here in Salisbury, but there's not a cloud around. So we have no threat of any weather. We're going to get all the racing in today, which is good because we do have a history this year of struggling on race days, be it a Saturday or a Tuesday night summer heat series. It's always a threat of rain around here, and today we've had none of that. And speaking of Tuesday night, we have our final Tuesday night summer heat series race coming up this Tuesday, the 19th of August, and that race will decide the summer series championships for the different racing classes. And of course, one of the drivers, Macy Curry, who is in charge of the scale house today, she has already wrapped up her two championships in the heavy Honda, and I can't remember what her other class was, but she has won 8 out of 8 races in the two classes in the summer heat series. So she's definitely Miss Curry has come to play this year seriously, and it's shown that with her performance, that her cars are obviously set up really to run fast, and she's really I think she's improved a lot from last year, and she's got her mind focused on driving a race car, and sometimes that's a little bit of a challenge for some of these younger. Of course, Macy will be aging out of quarter midget this year, but having these kids give their full attention to driving these cars, sometimes it could be a bit of a challenge depending on, a lot of things that are going on around these events down here at Salisbury. But overall, the parents, I think, are having a great time today, in particular with the fun race going on with no real, no points involved. So everybody is here to have fun. Everybody's here to get some track time, which is one of the main reasons they set up these fun races for the off dates of when the national events are taking place, is to give these kids that are not national racers a more time to be on track in a competitive environment. The only way they're going to learn how to improve their racing skill and their ability on the track is to be involved in racing. I know a lot of them come out and they practice, and that's okay to come out and practice, because it does. Obviously, it gives you seat time, which is very valuable, but it also helps you get the car set up. But the true competition, learning how to drive around other cars, when you have a 6 to 10 car field and you're starting in the middle of that field, learning how to you don't win the race on the first lap, and learning how to negotiate around traffic is very important. And I think having these kind of events that really are basically just training events will certainly benefit all those young drivers that are down here today. They're going to have a chance to race side by side, and that's what they do when they're racing for their points championships. They got to learn how to negotiate the traffic in front of them, and if there's an incident, you got to be able to react. And we were talking to someone earlier about how quickly everything happens in quarter midgets. And when an incident happens in front of you, you got to really be paying attention. And that's why a lot of times you'll see a car run into a car that's getting ready to spin out, and that'll just create more of a problem on the track. But once they have these cautions, everybody comes out, and they first of all, the very top of their list is to find out if the drivers are okay. And we've talked before and written on our website before about how well built these cars are from a safety standpoint. And these kids can take quite a jolt and even roll over and sometimes end up on their top side. But they all seem to come out of it with basically without a scratch. And once the initial shock is over of being in an accident, they're right back at it again, racing with no fear. I mean, it's right back doing what they love to do. So, got to say it's it's a credit to how they are able to just bounce back and continue doing this competitive type racing. As we said, they were calling the cars to the hot chute to get. I guess this will be round 2 of today's races. They're going to take the finishing order of this morning's events and invert the starting lineups in the second A main that we're getting ready here to kick off here momentarily. I assume the race order will be the same with the senior Hondas. At least the senior Hondas were the first race this morning, so we'll see if they're lining up in the hot chute to get the action underway. Again, we want to say thanks to Flash Products, who came on board to be our sponsor for our Tracking Live show that we do pre-race at every race day, whether it be a Tuesday or a Saturday. And Tracking Live is basically it's about an hour show that we bring to you with some behind-the-scenes reports, interviews, just about anything to do with the NCQMA or racing in general. We talk about it, and then our normal schedule. We have the Tracking Live show, and once that we get about an hour of that in, we usually go off the air based on the time that the track announcer has determined we're going to start racing. Then we come back for the A mains on like on a Saturday. It'd be Saturday afternoon, probably on a normal schedule. They would be probably be starting their A mains about now. They would have the first half of the race day from about 10:30 in the morning until noon. They use that for qualifying sessions, either a single car qualifying if they're when they open up track records, or they have batch qualifying where you'll have 3 cars at a time on the track, and they would qualify that in that manner. But that usually takes a couple hours in the morning before they have the lineups ready for the A main events, and they have these second lineups, as we said, posted, ready to go, and we'll go ahead and give you the lineups of what's going to take place here. In the senior Honda, Joey Robinson is going to be on the pole with Luke Akers starting outside the front row. Luka Sipka being inside the second row in the third starting spot alongside of John Michael Repko, and then shotgun on the field will be Connor Yunchuk, who won the first A main for senior Hondas. In the junior Honda, we have Griffin Taylor starting on the pole with Cody Bear Conover starting second. Turner Wyan will be starting third, and Brady Allen will be starting fourth, with Tyler Conover, the first race winner, starting fifth in that 5-car field for junior Honda. The blue rookie will have Dylan Thomas and Katie Yunchuk in that order, and light world formula will be Hunter Hutchins leading Ryan Repko to the green flag for that 2-car race. Red rookies will be led to the green by Dexter Knight III, and alongside Dexter will be Carter Sullivan, and Paige Robinson will be starting third. Nate Bort will be in fourth, and the winner earlier today, Miss Lacey Houghton, will be starting last in the field of 5 in the red rookie second A main. And in the senior animal, we will have John Michael Repko starting on the pole with Hunter Hutchins alongside, and then Connor Youngchuk, by way of winning the first race, will be starting third in the final position. So the looks like the hot shoot is starting to show some action, and my photographer is back from a food run and a drink run. She's getting her camera. That's Miss Tracy Akers, who's been filling in, doing some photography for me for the last probably about 3-4 races, and she does a great job. She has a knack for taking pictures, and I want to say that we do miss Miss Cameron Hutchins. Cameron's been she's been on vacation. She's been at volleyball camp. She was under the weather 1 week, so Cameron is supposed to be coming back soon. She'll be doing a lot of our photography, not only here at the racetrack, but at the football games. And Miss Tracy Akers has agreed to help me next Friday night. We have a football game we're going to be broadcasting at Glenn High School. It'll be their opening football game against the Parkland Mustangs, and it's also going to be a special ceremony at halftime to name the football stadium after Marty Stanley, who those of you who are familiar with Glenn and with Forsyth County High School athletics know that Marty Stanley was a long time, he put it this way, he was the face of Glenn athletics for a lot of years in a lot of capacities. He coached, he was assistant coach in some sports, he was an athletic director, and the man just was worked tirelessly to make the facilities at Glenn High School second to none. And they're going to put a sign up to name the football stadium the Marty Stanley Stadium, and then, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to name the athletic complex the Jackson Marty Stanley Sports Complex, and it's a well-deserved honor. I've known Marty for about 4 years. I've been covering Glenn sports, and just you couldn't find a nicer gentleman to work with. Very cooperative. He likes to get things done. He wants to make sure that things are taken care of, and we've really enjoyed getting to know Marty. And obviously, he was also inducted into the Forsyth County Sports Hall of Fame 2 years ago, I think it was. He was inducted into that Hall of Fame, which is a very prestigious honor. Again, well deserved. Very. He's well known in the athletic arena around North Carolina. About anywhere you go, everyone will. If you mention Glenn High School, the first name out of their mouth is Marty Stanley, because Marty is kind of, as we said, he's been the face of Glenn High School for a long time, and he's produced a lot of good things at Glenn High School through. He's had a lot of help. His staff has always been very talented. He's been very good at getting good people to work with him. And the current athletic director, Joe McCormick, who was the assistant AD, stepped up to be the athletic director and has learned a lot through having Marty Stanley as his mentor and leader. And now Marty is actually back at the Glenn High School as a volunteer, and also as I think he's doing some assistant AD work to kind of help them out with a lot of the administrative duties that go along with being an athletic director. It's a lot more than just being at a sporting event. There's a lot of things that are involved in running an athletic program at a 4A high school or any high school. And Glenn High School obviously is, they're one of the schools that. They pay attention to everything that goes on. They're very strict in their implementing. I get that out. The NCHSAA rules, and very talented athletes with very good academics and very good sportsmanship records.
Tower's ready when you are.
And I'm sure you all heard that announcement in the background that the Tower has just given everybody word that they were ready to start the second half of our racing action here at the NCQMA here in Salisbury. We've just been kind of filling in the airtime. we had been told we were going to start at 1:15, but a lot of times
we were all out getting food because the snack shack was closed.
Sam said they were all out getting food at the local restaurants because the snack shack is not open today,
Which is why I was late.
which is okay because people were able to go out and most of them found something to eat. Matter of fact, my photographer brought me some of my favorite nourishments, a cold Diet Pepsi and some Lance crackers. And I can recall as a child almost being raised on Lance crackers. So I really, to me, I can enjoy Lance crackers anytime, night or day, probably more than I should enjoy them sometimes. But Sam is over here with his, you won't believe this, folks, but Sam actually has chicken nuggets. I think on his tombstone we're going to have a chicken nugget and a French fry engraved below his name because he can live on chicken nuggets. But we're hopefully getting closer to some more racing action. It's 1:37 p.m. Eastern Time, and it looks like there's a little bit of movement in the hot chute. Parents are talking. Looks like Mr. Youngchuck is running back from his trailer with a part in hand, trying to get another car available or ready to take the track for some action. And I see his wife pulling Katie Bug's car back to the back of the hot chute. So apparently that car has been put back in shape after their little accident. And I spoke briefly to Chris during the intermission, and he admitted they had a setup problem with the car, and they've addressed that. And hopefully, when she comes back out, she'll be able to negotiate those turns and keep the car headed in the right direction. Because I know she's a good little driver. This is her first Blue Rookie experience, and as we have explained in the first half of our broadcast, there is an adjustment period when you go from red to Blue Rookie, getting used to that little bit of speed that maybe from a competitor or from a spectator's point of view, it doesn't look that much different. But if you're driving the car, it's a lot of adjustment you got to make on how you handle a car that goes just a little bit faster. Things happen just a little bit quicker. So hopefully Katie Bug's car is set up correctly, and she can get out there this afternoon and enjoy I think they ran a 25 lap feature in the first part of the action this morning. So we got Chad Allen coming down to the chief steward position. I believe he's going to be this race. Corner workers are
all right, here we go with our double feature,
making their way out.
A main senior Honda 25 laps of racing.
So now we've got the senior Hondas kicking off the second part of the
paper number 1
doubleheader
is
today
Robinson.
at NCQMA, and
paper number 2 is Luke Akers.
And the
Paper number 3,
public address
Lucas
announcer
Sitka.
is letting the people in
Paper number 4,
at
John
Carowinds know the lineup,
Paper number 5,
because it does come
Connor
across loud and
Yoncha.
clear.
Good luck, drivers.
Sam is trying to eat, but he does have his headphones on. And Sam, you could almost hear that announcement over a 4-wide race at the Z-Max track strip.
You probably could. You probably could with Lola Kenny on the public announce system. It's good as is, but when you put her on it, the neighbors can hear what's happening.
Yeah, it definitely. When she gets wound up, she wants to make sure everybody hears her, and it's better than you go to some racetracks and you can't hear the PA announcer, because first of all, you get a lot of cars and it's almost impossible, and secondly, you have an inferior PA system and it just doesn't work.
Ryan's food is in the tower.
So they do have the second half of the racing ready to get underway. They're getting the senior Hondas lined up. There will be 5 cars in this field, and it's going to be interesting, Sam, to see how long it takes Connor Youngchuck to make his way to the front, because I just think he's obviously he's a very talented driver. Always got great equipment, and the fact that his dad sponsors our show, we got to give a shout out to Connor. So, so we're getting ready to hopefully get the green flag here in a couple more laps. The starter in this particular race is Dave Conover, the bread man. He's in contact with the tower, and the drivers have actually lined up pretty quickly here. With the Dave gave them the 1 to go, so they're allowed to hit the gas in turn 3 at the yellow line.
1 to go. This time by Robertson Acres. Bring him down the back straightaway. Green flag in the air. Braden Allen pulls the jump under Robertson on the start. Give the lead to Brady Allen. As the yellow flag does come out, I'm not sure why we had a yellow. I'll wait. Maybe run over and talk to Chief Stewart, and we'll see why.
I'm going to take my position somewhere in the garage or the pit area and leave the broadcast booth here for Mr. Hatfield. And I'm going to probably take time to have a little bite to eat. So if you see me eating, Sam, I'm not going to be talking on the air. Unlike, I don't have enough talent to talk and eat like you do. So we're going to leave you here with Sam Hatfield. I'm going to wander over to the pit area and see if I can get some interviews when this race is over.
There goes pit reporter Mike Pettaway out of the booth, back to the sun of the pit lane. We are getting these cars lined back up. I'm not quite sure why that yellow wave. Maybe we can go over and talk to the Chief Stewart and figure it out. Pit reporter. You didn't seem to like that idea. Still circling around under yellow flag conditions here in the Senior Honda A main event. Getting lined back up double file once again. So it looks like they called the initial start off. We're doubling up and getting ready to go again. Robertson and Akers going to lead us to the green flag this time by 1 lap to go till we go green flag racing. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag will fly. Once again, a great start for Allen. He pulls under Robertson, brings Youngchuck with him. Allen, Youngchuck, 1-2 once again. Allen just pulled low on the start. Dove under Robertson. We got a battle for the lead. Connor Youngchuck looks low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done. Hand the lead over to Connor Youngchuck. Youngchuck, your new leader. He's now leaving Allen in the dust. Senior Honda A main. 20 laps to go. No, crap. Line up. Running in third place is your pole sitter, Joey Robertson. In fourth is Luke Akers. And in fifth will be John Michael Repko. Repko not getting the race he wanted after that strong second-place finish earlier today.
Junior Honda, blue rookie staging, please.
Youngchuck considering to pull his lead out from Allen. I see the car. It looks about the car of Allen. It looks kind of like what one of the Opplinger cars used to look like before the repaint, and I want to call him Opplinger, but Youngchuck has now pulled out to about a straightaway lead over Allen in second, but the battle for third heating up. Joey Robertson right on the bumper of current third-place runner Luke Akers. I must have missed that pass while running around looking for the papers that flew out of the booth. But Akers now running up in third with 10 laps left to go in our Senior Honda A main event. Connor Youngchuck's had the field this entire race. Started fifth, was in first before there was 20 laps to go. As he is beginning to catch up to the 4 car of John Michael Repko in order to attempt to put Repco 1 lap down. As I said before, 5 laps left to go. Janchuk has a half-track lead over second, beginning to catch lap traffic. Let's see what he does here. If he can see all other cars, I would say don't lap him, but he wants to put everyone lap down. He can. He passes John Michael Repco, puts him 1 lap down, and now sets his sights on putting Robertson 1 lap down. Slow. Green flag waving, 2 to go. This time by white flag in the air for Connor Janchuk one more time around. Give the win to Connor Janchuk. In second, Braden Allum. In third, Luke Akers. In fourth, Joey Robertson. And in fifth, John Michael Repco, bringing up the rear of the field. Connor Janchuk sweeps Senior Honda at the Kalamazoo Fun Race, the Kalamazoo Replacement Fun Race this weekend. So great job by Janchuk, going 2 for 2 in the 2 Senior Honda A-Main double feature events. So we're going to go ahead send Mike Petaway down to the pits to attempt to get some driver interviews here. You there, Mike?
Checker flag to the winner.
I will be here, Sam.
All right.
By the way, that number 3 car was Lucas Sipka, not Brady Allen. I don't know what lineup they gave you, but Brady was not in that race.
Their cars look the same. I got a little...
That's why they give us the printed lineup.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
Finishing second,
Same paint
Lucas
job on the
Sipka.
cars. They're easy to
Finishing
confuse.
third, Luke Akers.
I apologize about that, though.
Finishing fourth, Joey Robinson. And finishing fifth, John Michael Repco.
I'm back here on the other side of the scale house, and you can still hear the public address announcer telling the people in Winston-Salem that there's racing going on here at Salisbury.
Who needs to go to Bowman Gray when you can go to North Carolina? According to the association here.
It's enough. It's a fun race. Go to your pits. Go to your pits. It's okay.
So we're waiting for the field to come through the scale house to see if they all weigh out correctly and the positions will stand as far as how they finished.
I'm guessing Macy Curry in the scale house doing that hard work of reading numbers, correct?
Macy Curry is working hard, or hardly working.
I think hardly working. Hardly working sounds better.
No.
Yeah. The last car to come across the scale will be the winner, because the winner has to go out and do a victory lap. And if your car will not run, I found out last year that you can actually finish on foot with a checker flag. Is that correct, Mr. Hatfield?
Yeah.
I wonder who did that.
I think it was me, right?
Yes, you did. Connor is climbing out of his car. We're going to get out of the way and talk because, you know, it gets pretty busy over here when the cars come out. So we're going to bring Connor over here in the shade. And Connor, we talked earlier about you'd have to start at the back because you won the first race. And said it's going to be fun passing cars. Was it fun passing all those cars?
Yep.
Was your car any better this race as far as handling-wise than what you were this morning?
A little better since the sun has come up a little bit. It's warmed up the track a little bit more.
Now, once you got out in front, it was like you left them all. But then you lapped quite a few cars. Did you know you were that quick? I mean, it was like getting around cars that were just almost slowing when you come up on them.
Yeah.
So the car was set up better, and you won. This is your third race you won today. You got one more to go. And you also start the back on that race. So good luck to you, and great job.
Thanks.
That was Connor Janchuk, who visited the victory lane yet again today for the third time. He'll be back for a fourth race and seeing if he can get yet another win. So what's up next on the agenda, Mr. Hatfield?
Next up is our second out of two Junior Honda A main event. Starting on the pole will be Griffin Taylor. Starting second will be Doughboy Cody Bear Conover. Starting third will be Turner Wyan. Starting fourth will be Braden Allum. This time it's Allum's race. So once again, I apologize to Lucas Sipka in that last race for getting the two cars mixed up. And then starting fifth, the winner of our first A main event, the Gingerbread Kid, Tyler Conover. So that is our lineup for our 25-lap Junior Honda A main event, which is out on the Speedway next. This should be another exciting race with two very quick cars of Conover and Allum starting at the back of the pack. The inverting of the field is definitely a interesting idea that they've put in place to give, I guess, a little more challenge to those who won the first 25-lapper.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like we just saw, Tyler Conover, or not Tyler, Connor Youngchuck came out from fifth in the field, and right away he just charged to the front. But it does give some of the other guys a chance, other drivers, to see how it feels up front. Starting inverting before you finished, but as always, your good cars always come to the top around here.
Yes, they do. If you're fast, you're fast enough to go through the field as long as you can pass.
So they're getting ready for the next race. They're pushing the cars off, and I'm going to head down pit road to see if I can find.
Next is our Junior Honda A main event. 20-lap A main, 25-lap A main feature. Favorite number 1, Griffin Taylor.
So as you can hear on the public address system,
Favorite number 3, Turner Wyan.
as you can hear on the public address system, cars have rolled out onto the track. Once again, another 30-second warm-up before we get going to green flag racing. Griffin Taylor finished in the last running position in the first A main event. He now is your pole sitter for the second A main event, followed by Gingerbread Kid. No, that's Doughboy. Sorry, Doughboy, Cody Bear Conover. I get him mixed up. We did have a collision on the track in our 30-second warm-up. It looked like the two of Doughboy, Cody Conover, and the three of Turner Wyan got together out of turn number 4. Lola Kenny announcing through the wrong microphone in the tower.
Not turned up anymore.
So now that the fact that the drivers were going too quick under yellow flag conditions has been solved, we're going to go and get these drivers lined up and ready to go green flag racing, where they can go as fast as they want, which I'm sure will make them happy. So, as I said earlier, our lineup is Taylor, Conover, Wyan, Allum, and Conover. One to go will be given this time by... Nope. They were in the correct lineup. However, the one to go was not given. This time by, one to go. Taylor and Conover are going to lead them down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag out in the air. Slight contact between Taylor and Conover on the start there. They'll keep going, though. No harm, no foul. Tyler Conover with Braden Allum. They look under the 3 of Turner Wyan. Send Wyan back from third to the last place running position. Now Conover sets his sight on his brother Cody. Tyler gets under Cody, brings Allum with him. Move Tyler Conover up to second place Only 3 laps into it, now he's battling for the lead. He looks under Taylor, gets the job done. Tyler Conover from worst to first in 4 laps. Tyler Conover, your new leader. And as the yellow flag comes out for the 1 car of Griffin Taylor sitting sideways in the middle of turns 3 and 4, it looked like the car of Alum got into the back of Taylor and sent him for the spin cycle in the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, from my vantage point at the start-finish line, it looked like Alum came up on Taylor and did tap his bumper just going into the turn, and that's all it took for Taylor to lose control. So I'm sure they're... what is it about these drivers under caution? They're driving almost like they're still racing. They need to slow down for safety, that's for sure.
Who knows what they're thinking, but they are going way too quick under yellow flag conditions, that is for sure.
So that's going to put Griffin Taylor at the rear of the field with... looks like they're also going to put Alum at the rear of the field because he did cause the accident, so he's dropping back.
When we go back to green flag racing in the Junior Honda A main event, there'll be 25 laps left to go. Your leader is the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover. In second, Doughboy Cody Conover. In third, Turner Wyand. In fourth, Griffin Taylor. And in fifth, Braden Alum. That is your lineup for when we go back to green flag racing with 21 laps to go in our Junior Honda A main event. 1 to go this time by for Conover. He's going to lead him slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Pound on the loud pedal. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone does go above the yellow stripe for the restart. Yes, they do. Conover already pulled out to about a 2-car length advantage over his brother, Cody Conover, for the lead. Alum still stuck back in the 5th place running position. He looks under Taylor, takes 4th place away from Taylor. Alum's got a ton of ground to make up if he wants to catch up to Tyler Conover, whose car is on a rail. That car is flying around the speedway. Alum now looks under Wyand, takes 4th place from Wyand. Now Alum's going to battle the Doughboy, Cody Conover, for 2nd place. Alum looks slow under Conover. The yellow flag comes out as they make contact. It looked like Alum tried to put the car where it just didn't have enough room and sent the 2 of Conover for the spin cycle as they both come to a rest in turn number 4. Yellow flag, 16 laps to go in our Junior Honda A main event.
Looked like Alum, as you said, he tried to get under Cody Bear, and he had about a half car up on him, but Cody kept his line, and they locked wheels and they spin out. So the Brady's dad just told him to calm down and be more patient. I know he's trying to get back to the front because he does have a fast car. I mean, his car is, I don't know if it's quite as quick as Tyler's car, but he's certainly maybe the 2nd fastest car on the track.
Our lineup when we go back to green flag racing with 16 laps to go, your leader will be Tyler Conover. In 2nd, Turner Wyand. In 3rd, Griffin Taylor. In 4th, Cody Conover. And in 5th, Braden Alum. 1 to go this time by. Conover leads him slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Conover once again gets a great restart. Pulls to about 3 car lengths over Wyand in 2nd place. Alum still stuck in the back of the pack. He's going to try to make his way back through. Looks under Cody Conover. Can't get the job done. But meanwhile, in the lead is still held by Tyler Conover. Conover's got about a corner lead over the 3 car of Wyand in the 2nd place running position. Griffin Taylor right on his bumper, though. We've got a 4-way battle for 2nd as Tyler Conover pulls out the lead. Cody Conover looks under Griffin Taylor. Conover pulls up into 3rd. Slide Taylor back to 5th. So Taylor now out of that battle for 2nd and As there goes Cody Conover. Cody Conover looks low, gets the job done under turn and wire and move. Cody Conover up to second. Alum follows. Alum now up in third. Now the battle's on for second between Alum and Conover with 5 laps left to go. Alum right on Conover's bumper. Going to try to get the job done as quickly as possible. 3 laps left to go. Alum looks low, can't get the job done. Meanwhile, up front, Tyler Conover's run away with it. Half a track lead over Cody Conover in second. 2 laps to go. Alum looks low down the front straightaway under Cody Conover. They're side by side down the back. White flag in the air. Alum's going to be able to make the move. Can Conover dive back under? No, he can't. Turner Wyan comes in for the cross to take him over, and the checkered flag waves as Conover and Wyan sit stationary in turn number 2. The 4 of Alum had passed Conover for that second place running position, and Turner Wyan wanted to follow Alum through. The cars of Wyan and Cody Conover made contact, both of them coming to a halt in turn number 2, but give the win to the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover. Hands second place to Braden Alum, third place to Griffin Taylor. I'm not quite sure how 4th and 5th stack up. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But that concludes our second A main in the second part of the doubleheader.
Congratulations to the winner.
That was I thought a
Tyler
well-driven race by, even though Brady Alum had a couple of mishaps, and he listened to his advice from his dad, and to start in the rear and come back up and actually go to second place. He made a lot of good passes. I think he drove more patiently the last part of the race after he had those 2 spin outs. It was I think it was a very good job of driving. Obviously, he was not going to be able to catch Tyler Conover because Tyler was, once Tyler got a lead from the rest of the pack, he just let them battle behind him and did a great job. So I thought it was a good race. Tyler, of course, is, he's also one of these kids that likes to win, and he's.
Congratulations to the winner, Tyler Conover.
That concludes our second Junior Honda A main event. 4th place was handed to Turner Wyan, and 5th goes to Cody Conover.
Tyler Brady Griffin report to tech. Tyler Brady Griffin.
We're going to try to get a word here with Brady Alum.
5th goes to the Doughboy, Cody Bear Conover. As the win goes to the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover.
Brady is getting unbuckled as a couple cars are still yet to make it across the scale, so it'll be a minute before Tyler comes over. I'd like to get a word with Brady. I thought he did a great job of getting back in position. I would have liked to have seen a caution to bring Brady back up on Tyler's bumper. It would have been interesting because Brady's car I thought it was really hooked up. So Brady's trying to climb out of his car. These cars are pretty tight, aren't they, Sam? Not a lot of room to move around in them. Okay, Brady, I'm going to get a word with Brady Allen. Brady, I know you had a couple of spin outs there, but I think I heard your dad tell you to be smarter and be patient. I thought you drove after that second spin out. I thought you drove a tremendous race. You passed everybody but one car. How do you think it was looking out on the track?
Well, it's all right. I thought so I just slowed down because I didn't know Tyler was on Turner's bumper. So when I was about to go down, but he was right on his bumper, so I had to slow down. And so that's how I got away from him so much.
Well, you did a great job. That was impressive how you were able to come from the very back and pass those cars. You and Cody Bear had quite a battle, but you were able to get the best of them.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Great job, and good luck in your next race.
All right. Thank you.
That was Brady Allen, who did a great job of getting around all those cars. Just impressive. See if we can get a word with Tyler Conover, who won the race.
And the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover, picking up the win. He's
going to be coming over here in the shade for an interview, getting this getting this suit unbuckled. Tyler, that was another typical Tyler Conover race. You get out front and you just leave them. Did you know all the stuff that was going on behind you? Because Brady came from the very back on that last restart and passed everybody.
I didn't know what was going to happen when Cody and
White
Brady
Rose
spun out.
Formula, Red Rookie.
Now your car seemed to be
Please
hooked up
remain in
really
the
well,
staging.
and you had a lot of speed. Did you enjoy that race?
I enjoyed the race, and I thought my little brother was going to actually beat me, but when I caught up to him, I just had to pass him.
So you wouldn't let your little brother win?
No.
Everybody's out there for themselves, right? You're out there to win, right? Well, congratulations on another win, and it was fun to watch you, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Tyler Conover, he obviously picked up another win, and we're getting ready, I think, for another race. Sam, if are you still awake, Sam?
I am still awake.
I'm not going to talk to Miss Curry because we've given her way too much airtime. She's going to be famous before this day is over.
Next out is our Blue Rookie A main event. Starting on the pole in the Blue Rookie A main event will be Dylan Thomas. Starting second will be Katie Yunchuk. That is your Blue Rookie A main event. Out next.
I was talking to Katie Bug's mom just momentarily, and she mentioned that there is apparently Katie Bug got hurt on that head-on collision to the wall, but she's wanting to race. She's got a bruise or something below her neck, so she definitely took a hard hit, but her mom said she's raring to go. So we'll see what happens here between her and Dylan Thomas. Again, a two-car Blue Rookie field. Should be some good racing if Katie Buck's car has been set up and corrected from what they had earlier. I always enjoy watching Katie Buck drive. She's new at this racing. She has racing background in her family, but she's never up until this year. She started racing at 5 years old.
Next is our Blue Rookie, second A
And you can probably hear on the public address system that the cars are being pushed off the hot chute and onto the track. They enter the track on turn 2 and go down the backstretch and come around for their warm-up laps. Again, starter Ronnie Sipka is giving them the signal to slow down on these initial warm-up laps. Now they're throwing the green flag to have them go ahead and get the tires warm and shake out the car, make sure everything is fine.
They did have a change in the initial lineup. They moved Katie Yunchuk as your new pole sitter, Dylan Thomas back to second. That is because Thomas was credited with the win on the last race.
I'm standing here at turn 3 and 4, and Katie's car is still looks like pretty loose coming out of 3 and 4, and she's scrubbing a lot of tires coming around the corner. So I hope that once she gets up to race speed, that handling issue she had will go away, so she can do some racing with Dylan Thomas.
We're going to go ahead and get these drivers lined up so we can get them to racing. 2 cars in this 25-lap Blue Rookie A main event. Go ahead and get them double file ready to go.
Looks like they're going to start this as a single file. It's 2 cars. I guess it doesn't make a lot of difference, but
Green flag is in the air. Yunchuk pulls already to about a corner lead over Thomas in second. Yunchuk's car obviously very quick, and it looks like she's having an easier job handling that machine this time, as Yunchuk already up to a straightaway lead over Dylan Thomas in second. 22 laps to go. Blue Rookie, a main event.
Yeah, obviously Katie's car is a lot better than it was earlier, but she's still having a little bit of an issue coming out of turn 3 and 4. And you can hear the tire noise when she slides her car around, so she's almost dirt tracking in the corner. But it's not as bad as it was earlier, and she's able to maintain control, keep the car heading straight. So her car is, as you said, it's gone out there, taking about a half a lap lead over Dylan Thomas.
Young Chuck's car, obviously the best in the 2-car Blue Rookie field. That car on a rail that is flying around this speedway. Whatever setup problems were on that car earlier, they have been fixed, and they have definitely largely been fixed.
We're going to get a word with Katie Bugg's mom, who's standing here watching her from beyond pit road. Kelly, it's a different ball game this race.
Yes, it is. It is. She's a rookie.
But you know, the car's handling better. Still a little bit of loose in the corner, but you know, she's almost caught Dylan here, and I bet she's having a lot more fun than she had earlier.
Yeah, she is.
And I bet Chris is a little bit happier too.
Yes.
We'll probably get to talk to Miss Katie in Victory Lane here in a few minutes, let's hope.
I hope so.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Kelly. That was Kelly Youngchuck, the mother of Katie Bug. Obviously, Mom's happy when the kid's out leading the race.
Katie Bug Youngchuck running 6 laps left to go. She's about 10 car lengths behind Dylan Thomas, but yet she is the leader. She's catching up to put Thomas a lap down as they go by the stripe. 4 to go this time by. Youngchuck's led from flag to flag. Fastest car on the track, no question. 3 laps left to go for Youngchuck to hold on to the lead here. She comes around slow. Green flag in the air. 2 laps left to go for Youngchuck as she comes once again down the front straightaway. White flag in the air. She rounds 1 and 2 down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Katie Youngchuck. And finishing second, Dylan Thomas. Definitely a great run by Katie there. That car was set up the way it needed to be that run. Meaning so far, I believe the Youngchuck family is 4 for 5 today.
Might be.
Only race they haven't won yet today was the first Blue Rookie event where Katie and Dylan were involved in that wreck that did give Katie a little injury, bruise on her neck. Of course, listening, you probably think that doesn't sound very, very severe, but
the winner of the Blue Rookie A main, Katie Youngchuck.
But as a
First
5-year-old,
Blue Rookie
that's
race.
definitely a bruise on your neck is like breaking a bone to a 5-year-old. So definitely think about it in that context as she finishes her Polish victory lap, going around the track backwards and heads into the pit lane. At least I think that's what they call it.
Finishing
She
second was
learned
Dylan Thomas.
she learned very
Katie
quickly about
Youngchuck
that
in
Polish
first
victory lap,
lap.
which Alan
We'll have
Sawicki
Dylan
made
back
famous
on track for the
a few years
first
ago,
Blue Rookie
many years
race
ago.
in his checkered flag lap.
But it didn't take her long to get that method of celebrating. It was a great little race by Katie, as you have mentioned. Her car obviously was fast, and I know her mom was happy to see her back out there. I know she's thrilled to death to win a race. We're going to try to get a word with her when she gets out of the car. There she is. She's giving me the mean look. Her dad is unbuckling the seatbelts, trying to get her
Congratulations to Dylan Thomas for
out of
winning
the
our first Blue
car.
Rookie main event.
We'll see if Miss Katie Bug will come over and talk to me for just a moment.
Dylan Thomas currently on the track getting the checkered flag for the win. Earlier today in our Blue Rookie A main event number 1 of the double feature, as he was involved in the 2-car wreck that took out the 2 cars in the Blue Rookie field. Only 1 lap into the Blue Rookie event earlier today.
Okay, we're going to have Katie come over. She's getting all unhooked, and she may be bashful. She may not be. I just want to ask her. Okay, Katie, tell me the difference in how the car drove in this race versus how you had the problems earlier. Was the car a lot better?
Good.
And you went out there and almost lapped Dylan. I mean, the car was really hooked up. Did you have really a good time out there? Now, who taught you how to do the Polish victory lap where you went backwards? Because that was pretty impressive for a 5-year-old.
Gage Manor.
Gage Painter. Well, congratulations, Katie Buck. Are you okay from your accident earlier? You did a good job. Another win for young Chuck. So what else is new in the world? Thanks, Katie. Good luck. That was Katie Youngchuck. She's a young lady with few words, but she's definitely a race car driver, and she had a good time, and she's okay.
Out on the track now is our light World Formula A main event. Starting on the pole, Hunter Hutchins. Starting second, Ryan Repko. Their 30-second warm-up has expired, so we're going to go ahead and get them lined up. Ryan Repko took the win in the first Light World Formula race in dominating fashion. Let's see if he can repeat for the second one as they do get lined up. Hutchins Repko, Light World Formula, the fastest class run weekly here at the NCQMA Speedway. Bring them down. 1 to go. This time by down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. Repko pulls behind Hutchins in second as he can't get the run on the outside. He can't be the high side hustler to get by Hutchins. So Hutchins your leader, but Repko's going to want to change that quickly. He looks low down the front straightaway, thinks better of the move, pulls back in line. Still bumper to bumper. Repko looks low down the back straightaway, gets the job done this time by move Ryan Repko up to the lead with 22 laps to go in our Light World Formula A main event. Repko already pulled out to about a 3-4 car length advantage over Hutchins in second place. As Repko's car once again on a rail, that black Talon chassis machine flying around the concrete oval here at the NCQMA Speedway. With 15 laps left to go in this A main event, Repko's pulled out to about a straightaway lead over Hutchins as Hutchins goes sideways through 3 and 4. It looked like he tried to go into turn number 3. The whole car jerked sideways, went way offline, lost every bit of momentum there. However, it was a great save by Hutchins, but that pulls him back to about a half track behind Repko with 12 laps left to go in our Light World Formula A main event.
Red rookies, please begin staging. Senior animal, please make your way to staging.
Repko continuing to stretch his lead on Hutchins, only about a straightaway separating the two now with 7 laps left to go. Ryan said his car was a little tight in the first race, wasn't quite as fast as he wanted it, but for a car that's not set up very well according to him, it's definitely not showing it. 5 laps to go. Repko still about a straightaway behind Hutchins as he comes around. 4 to go this time by for Repko. That black Talon chassis machine of Ryan Repko on a rail flying around this speedway as he's beginning to really catch up to Hutchins. 2 to go this time by. Repko about a car length behind Hutchins. Is he going to put him a lap down? White flag in the air. Repko looks low down the front straightaway. Put Hutchins a lap down as he comes around. Checkered flag in the air. Ryan Repko takes home the win. Light World Formula A main event. Hutchins second, going a lap down with 1 to go. As always, that car of Repko's is extremely quick. He dominates and shows why he is the best of the best here at the NCQMA Speedway. Give the win to Triple R Rapid Ryan Repko.
Ryan Repko.
19-time NCQMA champion.
Finishing second, Hunter Hutchins. Both drivers, please report to tech. Ryan Repko, Hunter Hutchins, please report to tech. Congratulations, drivers.
Repko pulls in from his victory lap to get his interview. Mike, when you interview, make sure you tell him that the food that we went and got him's in the tower.
What if I don't tell him? I just go up there and eat it. Then what's going to happen?
As long as it gets eaten, we don't care.
No, I will instruct him to go up to the tower and eat some cold food, probably cold French fries, cold chicken nuggets, a lot of cold stuff.
And a warm Diet Coke.
And a warm Diet Coke.
No, he gets regular Coke.
Regular Coke. Okay, they just weighed him out, and he looked like he passed the weight requirement. And I want to talk to Hunter Hutchins and Ryan Repko. Hunter's getting his belts untangled, and you okay, Hunter? Let me get a word with Mr. Hutchins. We talked to his dad earlier this morning in the over in the hot chute. Hunter's had a busy day running, and looks like he's kind of warm in all that gear. So we got Ryan Repko will be our next interview. Once we get through talking to Mr. Hutchins, I want to see what his... Hunter, today is supposed to be a fun day. That's what they call it. First of all, are you having fun?
Well, I was until he kind of loosened up my car, and it was a little loose in that race.
So you wanted your car to be looser, but he maybe overdid it a little bit?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to handle those loose race cars, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was just coming out all over the place.
I think on one of the turns you almost turned it around. Somebody said you almost lost total control of it, but then you gathered it back up.
Yeah, I don't know. It used to be like hard to steer, like I like it. Now it's so easy to steer. You just turn it half an inch and it's already around almost.
Paper number 2.
Well, congratulations on a good run, and thanks for stopping
Paper
by.
number 3,
That's Hunter
Nate
Hutchins.
Robinson. Paper number 4, Nate Bort. And paper number 5, Lacey Houghton. Good luck, drivers.
See if we can get a word with Mr. Repko after. Have you ever been to Victory Lane at NCQMA before?
Yes, sir.
It's kind of a habit, isn't it?
Well, I mean, every win means a lot, and if you can get a lot of them, that's great. But even if you don't get a lot of them, I mean, it means a lot to be in Victory Lane.
Now, how did your car handle differently this race than the first race when you ran it?
Well, I made a few changes, and I was able to flat-foot it at the beginning, but it got tight there at the end, and I had to let off.
They
But
won't let
we're
me do
going to
that.
probably practice it, get it ready for Fall Nationals.
Sounds good. Congratulations on yet another victory. You look smooth out there.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Ryan Repko, who obviously knows how to get around this little 1/20th of a mile concrete oval in Salisbury, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Quarter Midget Association. Today is a fun race for the local drivers who are not traveling up to Kalamazoo, Michigan. So we're going to get ready for looks like another rookie race, the Blue Rookies, I believe, Sam?
Yes, it is. It's the Red Rookie A main event out on track now. Starting on the pole will be Dexter Kneep the third. In second, Carter Sullivan. In third, Paige Robertson. In fourth, Nate Bort. And in fifth, Lacey Houghton. One car that ran earlier did not make the call for the second event, and that is Cal Ruthenbeck. I guess that car was too damaged in that wreck at the end of that race to continue.
Of course, the car starting last in the field is the winner from the first race, Miss Lacey Houghton. Looks like they're lined up fairly quickly here, Sam, with a 5-car field, 3 on the bottom row and 2 on the top. Now the number 4 car is falling back, but see if he can stay close enough to Ronnie Sipka's trying to motion number 4 to get up on the number 2 car in the front row to have a more tightly bunched field for the green flag. You do have 1 to go here.
Kniep and Sullivan lead him into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. Good start for Kniep there. Leaves Sullivan in the background. Paige Robertson tried to look under Kniep down the front straightaway there. Couldn't quite get the job done as the yellow comes back out, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, I don't know what would have brought out the caution. Unless they weren't happy in the tower with the start, but it looked like a clean start to me. Everybody kept their position up to the start-finish line. So we'll see what happens here with. It still shows 25 laps to go, so they're going to do a restart.
Not sure what was wrong with that start. It looked like a good start, but we'll have to re-line them up and try it again.
And again, they're trying to get the cars to drive at caution speed, and some of them are a little bit over-anxious and having a little bit of a heavy foot, we'd say.
You could call it that, yes.
Which is okay when the green flag is out. But they're also anxious to get going. They're trying to get them lined back up. Now they've got the 1, 3, 5, 2, and the 4 on the outside. So it's going to be a complete restart, double file. I'm sure they're going to give them 1 to go, I would think, when they pass the starter stand on this lane, this lap. 1 to go, according to Ronnie Sipka. So they'll be giving the gas on the backstretch at the end at the yellow line before entering turn number 3.
Kniep and Sullivan bring him down to the green flag once again. Green flag back out in the air once again. A good restart for Kniep. Leaves Sullivan in the dust. Sullivan stuck on the outside, falls back in line in the 4th place running position. Battle for second now heating up. Paige Robertson under attack by Nate Bort. Bort about a car length behind Robertson. Your leader still Kniep. It's about 4 or 5 car lengths back to second place Robertson from Kniep. $20 laps left to go in the red rookie A main event. Nate Bort trying to get by Robertson. Looks slow down the front straightaway. Can't get the job done. Falls back in line. Running order with 20 laps to go is leading Dexter Kniep Jr. in second, Paige Robertson in third, Nate Bort in fourth, Lacey Houghton, and in fifth, Carter Sullivan. As now the battle for second has heated up. Bort looks low under Robertson, gets the job done. Move Nate Bort up to second, Paige Robertson back to third. Bort now has his eyes set on the leader, Kniep the third, with 16 laps to go in our red rookie A main event. Nate Bort in second place is beginning to close the gap on Dexter Kniep Jr. He's put it from about a straightaway to about 3 car lengths now. Bort definitely catching Kniep quickly with 11 laps to go. This time by with 10 laps to go. Bort right on Kniep's bumper. The battle for the lead has heated up with Bort and Kniep 1-2. Kniep and Bort, bumper to bumper for the lead. 8 laps left to go. Bort still about a car length behind Kniep for the second for the lead. Bort in second, Kniep in first. 6 laps left to go. Bort as close as he's been the entire race. Right on Kniep's bumper. 5 to go this time by. Bort looks low. He's going to try to look low down the front straightaway. They get together. That's contact, but they keep the cars rolling. So move Nate Bort to the lead. Kniep falls about a straightaway behind Bort. It looked like Bort tried to pull the dive bomb move down the front straightaway, got into the left rear tire of Kniep, sending Kniep around all the way sideways, but he kept it going. It's the green flag, 2 to go this time by for Nate Bort. Bort a straightaway lead over Kniep in second. White flag out this time by Bort. Rounds 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4, checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Nate Bort. Second place to Dexter Kniep, the third. Fourth to Lacey Houghton. Fifth to Paige Robertson and third to Houghton. Fourth to Robertson and fifth to Sullivan. So that concludes our Blue Rookie A main event.
Congratulations to the
Nate
winner.
Bort out on his
Red
victory
Rookie
lap
A main
right now
event.
after taking home the win
Nate
in the Red
Bort.
Rookie A main event.
This may be Nate's very first win. Good job, Nate.
They're saying over the
Finishing
loudspeaker that this is
second,
Nate's
Dexter
first
Knipe.
win in the Red Rookie division.
Finishing third,
One
Lacey
more
Hudson.
race left to go
Finishing fourth,
for
Paige
our
Robinson.
national replacement fun race
Finishing
here at the
fifth, Carter
NCQMA
Sullivan.
Speedway. Senior Animal
Nate,
Light 160
Dexter,
combined.
Lacey, please report to
A
tech.
main event
Nate,
is
Dexter,
up
Lacey,
next.
please report to tech. Congratulations, drivers.
In that race, starting on the pole, Light 160, John Michael Repko. Starting second will be a Senior Animal, Hunter Hutchins, and in third, Light 160, Connor Yonchuk, as the Breadman has come and attacked me. So we've got Mike out in the pit area. Hopefully he can get a couple interviews for us from drivers here. I'd like to take this break in the action to thank the sponsor of Track and Live and all live commentary here from NCQMA Speedway on TriSportsCoverage.com. Flash Products. Flash Products makes simply the best quarter midget engines. So if you're looking to get into quarter midgets or you're listening and already in quarter midgets, you should know Flash Products are the best engines. Chris Yonchuk. Flash Products, without them, this show wouldn't be possible.
I'm going to have Nate Bort here in just a moment. His dad's getting his buckles undone, his straps for his safety harness, and getting his helmet untangled, and he's going to come over here, and we're going to talk a little bit to Mr. Nate Bort. First of all, congratulations on a great win.
What?
You won. How's it feel?
Good.
Now, how did you you got up on the back of this guy that was leading, and you kind of went under him? Did he know you were there? I guess not.
No.
But how does it feel? This is your very first time you ever won, isn't it? So is that kind of fun to win a race on a fun race day?
Yeah.
So what's your plans now? For you going to come back to Tuesday and run in the Tuesday night series?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you like about quarter midget racing? What's so much fun for you out here?
I just like to. I want to win.
Yeah, it's fun when you win, isn't it?
Yeah.
And who sets up your cars for you?
My dad.
He must do a pretty good job, huh?
Yeah.
So you're going to probably win a few more races the way you're driving. You're a good little driver. It was fun to watch you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Mr. Nate Bort, who won his first race ever. Good job, Nate. Sam, are you there? We'll throw it back up to you for the next race.
Our final race of the day about to go out on track. So, but if you're looking to come to future races here at the NCQMA Speedway, next Tuesday night, racing normally starts about 6:15. It is the final race of our championship points series for the Tuesday nights. Championship Tuesday, August the 19th. All points champions for the Summer Heat Series will be decided on Tuesday. And then next Saturday, August the 23rd, will be our heavy Honda, senior Honda, and junior Honda Cup race events, as well as the other normal Saturday racing festivities. That is next Saturday, August the 23rd, and that will conclude the month of August at NCQMA Speedway, as on the 30th of August, the regional series will be heading to Nashville, Tennessee. Got any plans? I think we should go cover that. I like Nashville.
I will be covering a college soccer game and a high school football game. So if you want to go and cover it with your phone, go ahead.
30-second warm-up for our senior animal. The Light 160 combined division is out on track right now. Starting on the pole, John Michael Repko. Starting second, Hunter Hutchins. And starting third, Connor Yunchuk. Yunchuk's gone 3 for 3 so far today. Can he make it a clean sweep? 4 for 4 in our double feature fun race. We'll have to wait 25 laps to see. Final race of the day, 25 lap. Senior Animal Light 160, a main event. We got these drivers lined up, ready to go, racing now. Repko and Hutchins, two different motors on the front row. Repko and that Honda-powered Light 160 motor, while Hutchins in that Briggs and Stratton-powered Animal motor. They both go about the same speeds. We'll see which one prevails. Green flag out in the air. Hutchins falls straight to the back. Connor Yunchuk looks under Repko. Down the front straightaway. Move Connor Yunchuk into second. Yunchuk dove under Repko down the front straightaway. Pushed him all the way back to the last running position as Hunter Hutchins followed him through. So before a corner had even passed, Connor Yunchuk is your leader in that Flash Engines powered machine.
Connor Yunchuk getting a good lead, about a straightaway lead.
Battle for second now heating up with John Michael Repko right on the bumper of Hunter Hutchins. Repko got beat by Hutchins earlier today. He's going to look to try to settle the score, take him over for second this time out. Meanwhile, while they're running bumper to bumper for the second place running position, Connor Yunchuk has about a straightaway over Hutchins in second with 16 laps to go in our Senior Animal Light 160, a main event. $11 laps to go this time by for Connor Yunchuk. Yunchuk has about a half-track lead over Hutchins in second. Hutchins still holding off John Michael Repko in the battle for second. Hutchins, Repko bumper to bumper still. 10 laps left to go this time by. It looks like Repko might have a slightly faster car, just can't quite seem to get pulled under and make the pass on Hutchins. Repko looks low down the back straightaway. Second place goes to John Michael Repko with 6 laps left to go. Great run by Repko there to pull up under Hutchins into second. However, Connor Yunchuk's car on a rail flying. Yunchuk still your leader, about a half track ahead of John Michael Repko in second place. Come around. Green flag, 2 to go this time by. White flag for Yunchuk. Yunchuk's had the field the entire race. Give the win to Connor Yunchuk. 4 for 4 on the day. Connor Yunchuk takes home the win. Senior Animal Light 160 A main event, second place to Repco, third to Hutchins, as that concludes our final race of the day here at the NCQMA Fun Race.
We're going to get a word with Mr. Youngchuck once he gets his victory lap celebration in.
Congratulations to the
And
winner
then
of the
we'll
senior
be
animal
wrapping up our
A-main,
coverage
Connor Youngchuck.
shortly thereafter. So we invite you to come back Tuesday night. We're going to be on the air at 6 o'clock for the
Finishing
final
second, John
race
Michael
of the
Redco.
Tuesday Summer Heat Series here at
And
NCQMA.
finishing third, Hunter Hutchins. Congratulations, drivers. All three, please report to tech. All three drivers, Connor Youngchuck, John Michael Repco, and Hunter Hutchins, please report to tech.
We have, you may have just heard the announcement of the finishing order of the race that was just completed, and obviously Connor Youngchuck was the winner, and he is in the scale house with Miss Macy Curry trying to Connor is coming across. His dad pushes him across. We'll get a word with him, and then we'll be wrapping up our coverage fairly quickly here. It's been a quick day of racing, Sam. It's gone so not even 3 o'clock, and we are actually finished our last race of the day, and we're going to get this final interview in with Mr. Youngchuck. This has almost been a Youngchuck hour. Every time I turn around, there's one of them in Victory Lane today.
There is.
So Connor is getting his all his safety gear unhooked. And I bet they want a picture of Connor being interviewed. Connor Youngchuck, another winner. Was that fun?
Yes.
Now, you've won all your races today, right? One you started from the back, some you started up front. So when you got a Flash engine, I guess it doesn't matter where you start, right?
Right.
Now, see, Flash is our sponsor, so we got to talk up. Do you know anything about Flash engines?
I know that they're fast, and I know that if you that most of the people that run them are the most of the winners.
Who's that guy that builds those engines? I don't know. Who is he?
Chris Youngchuck.
Wait a minute. He's got the same name you've got? Is he related to you?
Yes, he's my.
But you know who the most important part of your team is?
My mom.
There you go. Well, congratulations on another win, and I'm sure you're going to have many more. Thank you. That's Connor Youngchuck, another winner. And that's going to just about wrap up our coverage from the NCQMA on a what's turned out to be a warm afternoon in Salisbury, bright sunshine, which is better than having clouds and rain, I guess. But
I could do with just clouds, but no rain.
Yeah, the cloud cover would be great, but we didn't get the cloud cover. We just got bright sunshine. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up our coverage here and remind everyone that we'll be on the air at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, the 19th of August, which is this coming Tuesday. And we'll be doing the final Tuesday night race when the championships will be decided. And we'll be back next Saturday for the weekend points race. We'll also be broadcasting next Friday night from Robert B. Glenn High School in Kernersville when the Glenn Bobcats open the 2014 football season against the Parkland Mustangs. So we invite you to tune in to TriadSportsCoverage.com as we bring you high school football on Friday nights from Kernersville. So in the meantime, I want to say thanks for joining us. Thanks to Flash Products for sponsoring our show and making all this possible. Thanks to Luke Akers for sitting in and doing some commentary. Thanks to Ryan Repco, who was here earlier, and the main man, Sam Hatfield. Another great job. Appreciate you being here, Sam. So we're going to sign off until next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And we appreciate everyone listening. So until then, be safe, and we will talk to you next Tuesday evening.